Hey guys, listen. You can lose money and make it back. You could lose a job and you could always go find another one. But if you lose yourself to addiction, brother, you could lose everything. And I'm not just talking about the obvious stuff. I'm talking about your family, your peace, your purpose, your reputation, your identity, all gone inch by inch. And the craziest part is that most men never even see it coming. Because men like us, right, high achievers, we tell ourselves the same lie all the time. I'm fine. I've got it under control. And to the day that all that control you thought you had disappears, and you wake up realizing that alcohol was the most expensive thing you ever bought in life. Welcome to the Empowered Through Sobriety channel. My name is Leonard Murphy, and I am a certified professional addiction recovery coach. I help high achieving men who are secretly struggling to stay sober, break the cycle of relapse, and take back control of their lives. And if today's message resonates with you, please do me a favor, like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And not just for me, but because this will help us reach the men who are out there who think they're alone, and the men who are just one drink or one drug away from losing everything. Okay, greatly appreciate it. So today we're going to talk about something that most high achieving men who are struggling with their addiction never say to themselves out loud, or never say to themselves, and that's how their addiction is quietly draining them. All right. See, addiction, once it gets going and you get rolling with your addiction, it doesn't show up like a tornado and just takes everything right away, right, from you. It doesn't destroy everything right away. It shows up like a slow leak, right? It starts with, you're saying to yourself, I'll just have a drink to relax. I need a drink to unwind. Then that one drink turns into 10 drinks. And then suddenly you're starting to plan your day around your drinking, right? I've been there. You start hiding bottles, you're sneaking sips at work, you're lying to the people who trust you the most. And you know what about that? Here's a dangerous part about that, especially for high achieving men. When this is happening in the beginning of addiction, everything looks fine, right? You're still performing at work, you're still closing deals, and you're still providing for your family for now. And that's what makes high functioning alcoholism so deadly. The world keeps clapping for you because you look fine. I mean, you think you got it because in the beginning of addiction, like I said, it doesn't show up as a tornado. It's a slow leak. And, the world's clapping for you while you're slowly dying inside, right? And sooner or later, it all crashes down. And let me tell you something like a lot of men don't admit, a lot of us don't admit. Drinking doesn't just cost you money. It costs you moments and memories, right? Chapters of your life that you can never get back. I have two beautiful daughters, as you know, if you know my story. And I miss parts of my daughter's childhood moments that I could never get back, never recreate. All because I was battling my addiction. So it takes away from you moments with your family, friends, your kids that you're just never going to get back if you don't, try to do what you need to do to get control of the addiction. And the lie we tell ourselves, you may think that the drinking helps you relax, helps you cope, something to do to celebrate good things. But here's the truth, brother. Every drink disconnects you from everything you love. Your wife, your kids, your career, your peace, your future. And I know some of you out there saying, I could stop anytime. But let me ask you this. If you really could stop and you see what's happening to you, why haven't you stopped? See, addiction makes us lie to even ourselves, not just other people, but to ourselves. And control is the biggest illusion that addiction gives you, right? It whispers to you. That's that quiet, deadly voice. It's not even quiet. It's the loud voice that we always listen to. They're saying you deserve this. Have a drink, cope, just relax, just have one. You could have one, you could stop. But what it's really saying is keep feeding me and I'll destroy everything that matters to you. Right? So funny, I have a story about a client I work with. He was a CEO of a tech startup, right? Respected man, family man, had a family, was respected in the industry. And when I interviewed him, we had an interview just to see if we were a match to work together, he told me, he said straight up, he said, Leonard, I drink because it calms me down. It gets me through the rough days at work. and I can't afford to lose what I've built, so I got to make it through the day, having a few drinks at lunch and at night when I get home. That's what really, keeps me going. But he came to me because he knew his life was starting to go downhill because of the drinking. But his excuse was, or his reasoning was, because it kept him going, and he's a CEO of a startup company. Of course, as you can imagine, a lot of stress, a lot of work that has to be done, a lot of people he's responsible to. And he told me it gets him through, helps him cope and work. And I looked at him in the eye and I said, hey, drinking is going to be the thing is going to be the thing that's going to make you lose everything. You're going to lose everything because of the drinking. And months later, he got a DUI. The drinking got worse. His wife left, took the kids, and the board ended up removing him from his position, put him on leave for some time. And fortunately for him, that was his wake-up call, and he finally surrendered. And he became a client of mine, and today he's sober, he's thriving, he's back in a leadership position, he's present, and he'll tell you he's alive again. But listen to me, and this is why I'm on here talking about this. You don't have to lose everything before you change. You don't have to hit rock bottom, right? You just need to make a decision that you're going to work to get sober. And you got to make a decision to make that shift, change your life. And remember, getting sober isn't just about quitting the alcohol or putting down the drug. It's about reclaiming your power, taking back control of your life, your time, your focus, your energy, your presence, your life, and starting to live on purpose. Alcohol didn't add anything to your life, right? I mean, we may think we're in addiction. You need it. It's fun. It's happy. It helps you cope, but it only subtracts. Look back, sit down and take inventory. Look back at your life, what you're going through in the midst of your addiction. Look back and see what is your drinking and alcohol really giving you? It's just subtracting things and making your life hectic and chaotic, right? But now sobriety, on the other hand, sobriety is going to give you back everything you forgot you had, actually. Sobriety doesn't take from you. It gives you back everything you lost. So here's the real question I want you guys. I said you got to make a decision. So here's the question I want you to ask. What is your drinking costing you now? What is that addiction? Drugs, alcohol, what is it costing you? Is it costing you your peace? Is it costing you your marriage? Is your wife not happy with you? Are you arguing every day with your wife? Are you don't have a good relationship? Is it costing you your relationship with your children? Are they looking at you and not proud of you, or looking at you differently, sideways, because they see that you're paying more attention to alcohol and hanging out than paying attention to them? What about your identity? Who are you becoming? You were once this high-level executive or leader, father, husband. Are you just becoming known as the irresponsible drunk, who can't keep his word to people, who's not showing up for his children, who's not being a man and taking care of things at home with his wife? Is that who you're becoming? Is that who you want to become? Brother, you got two choices. You keep pretending you're fine and see what happens, or you get honest and start fighting for your life. If you keep thinking everything's fine, nothing will change. It's only going to get worse. I promise you that. So drinking is the one thing. Your addiction, drugs, it'll cost you everything. But asking for help, that's a decision that can save you. So it's no time to be, if you're going through it, I'm telling you, put aside the ego, put aside the lies to yourself, like you got it, you're under control. It's time to ask for help, to get help and get on that path to recovery. And, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to keep losing. You don't have to keep hiding. And you don't have to fight this alone. I was a point I thought I could fight it alone. And I was telling myself the same lies that you're probably telling yourself now. But nothing worked until I was honest with myself, till I seeked help. I walked this road. I know the darkness of this world. And I know the shame, I know the battle that you're fighting inside your head right now. But I also know that you could come back. I also know that you can rebuild your life and you could win. You could beat the addiction. And, there are people just like me who will help you fight right beside you. So with that being said, as we end today, If you're ready to take back your life, subscribe. Like I said, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all socials at Empowered Through Sobriety. And remember, your addiction will cost you everything. Sobriety will give you more than you ever imagined. Talk soon, my brothers.